So welcome to Tea Time Results Show, where I'm going to be bringing you the results from the last 2 weeks of all the Society's games on Campus Hole Golf. Okay, so we're starting on 10th of March, beg your pardon, Tuesday the 10th of March. We had inclement weather again, so unfortunately the two societies who played on the Tuesday had no games, so nothing from Las Gaviotas and nothing from Sprightly's. So the first game we're going to bring you is Wednesday's Golf Association. They played a individual game with 3 scores to count. In first place with 108 points, Norman Morgan, Steve Cronk and Jason Holland. In second place with 106, Ian Butters, Ken Halley and Bob Lawrenson. And in third place with 95 points, Bill Donald, Terry Colvin and Dave Hackett. There were 2 twos, Jason Holland and Eugene Toy. Okay, so Thursday, Friendly Golf Society, they played a Pinehurst with 2 to score on the front 9 and 3 to score on the back 9. In first place with 111, Spencer Truman, Dave Mitchell, Pete Constable and Martin Geary. In second with 104, Ken Halley, Ian Pragnell, Martin Wilkins and Jay Roberts. And in third place with 99 points, Phil Helton, Harry Pearson, Jim Hall and Bill Tiley. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Keith Humphreys. On hole 5, Dave Mitchell. Hole 11, Martin Geary. And hole 13, Spencer Truman. And there were 3 twos from Martin Wilkins, Bob Evans and Ray Lyons. Friday, Friendly Golf Society, they just played 9 holes. They played a Texas Scramble. In first place, Pat Oakes and Dave Oakes, and Viv and Andy Saunders. Okay, so then we move on to Saturday, the 14th of March. The Clubhouse Golf Society played a World Handicap qualifying game. 2 divisions. In Division 1, in first place with 37 points, Martin Geary. In second with 36, Alan Hebby. And in third place with 35, Glenn Elliott. And then in the second division, Alan Harris was first with 38 points. In second, Jay Roberts with 35. And in third, with 32 points, Annette Nielsen. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Ernie Milford. On hole 5, Jimmy Butt. Hole 11, Jim Hall. Hole 13, Jay Roberts. And hole 8 into, again, Jay Roberts. Cat's Bar on the 14th played 1-2-3 on the front 9 and 3-2-1 on the back 9. In first place with 81 points, actually joint first place because they couldn't split them. So joint first, Dave Noakes, Roy Halliwell and Dave Hackett. Also on 81 points, John Leyland, Rab Young and Marius Bruisers. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Steve Cronk, and hole 11, Bill Donald. And massive congratulations to Martin Lewis getting a hole-in-one on hole 5, which is the first for Cat's Bar, so well done, Martin, congratulations. Dixie's Golf Society, Lowell was in the UK, so we don't have any results from them. And Sunshine Golf Society on the 15th. In first place with 110 points, Paco Belchi, Ray Lyons, Steve Cronk and Annette Nielsen. In second place with 96 points, Dave Hackett, Henriette, Bill Tiley and Susan Lyons. And in third place with 95 points, Dennis Jones, Nick Barber, Penny Sadler and Carolyn Harrison. Okay, so then we move on to Tuesday, the 17th of March, Las Gaviotas, they played a 2 from 3. In first place, the A-team, Alison Vasey, Annie Bush and Annette Nielsen. Nearest the pin on hole 5, Jean O'Connor. And hole 11 and hole 13, Denise Brown. Welcome back, Jean O'Connor. It's lovely to have you back playing with the ladies again. Sprightly Golf Society on the 17th, they played a Texas Scramble. In first place with 59.9, Dave Mitchell, Keith Humphrey, Ernie Milford and Finn Nielsen. In second place with 62.1, Brian Arnold, Glenn Elliott, Spencer Truman and Rob Allen. And in third place with 64.8, Tom Davis, Les Skipsey, Harry Pearson and Colin Reid. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Tom Davis. On hole 5, Alan Harris. Hole 11, Spencer Truman. Hole 13, Dave Mitchell. And hole 8 into Finn Nielsen. Wednesday Golf Association, there was no game because it was our monthly competition, so I'll report on that shortly. Thursday Friendly Golf Society, they played a red, white and blue with 3 to score. In first, with 119, Bill Donald, Pete Constable, Glenn Trigg and Camille Vertonghen. In second, with 116, Jim Hall, Keith Humphrey, Rob Allen and Les Skipsey. And in third, with 111, Ray Lyons, Martin Geary, Ken Halley and Dave Mitchell. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Spencer Truman. On hole 5, Spencer Truman. On hole 11, Ken Halley. And hole 13, Spencer Truman. And just to complete it, the only was one twos winner, and it was Spencer Truman. Friday Friendly Golf Society, they played an extended waltz, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 to score on hole 9. The winners in first place, Pat Oakes, Dave Oakes, Mags Ray, and Andy Saunders. Clubhouse Golf Society played a variation on a waltz, which they're calling a cha-cha-cha, which sounds interesting. In first place with 81 points, Phil Helton, Bill Tiley, Dave Spooner and Jimmy Butt. In second with 80 points, Steve Carter, Chris Bye, Paul Parkinson and Glenn Trigg. And in third place, Martin Geary, Ian Pragnell, Glenn Elliott and Alan Harris. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Ian Pragnell. On hole 5, Chris Bye. Hole 11, Brad Keeling. On hole 13, Ernie Milford, and hole 8 into Ernie Milford. And Cats Bar played a red, white, blue game. In first, with 96, John Leyland, Roy Halliwell, Marius Bruisers and Eugene Toy. And in second place with 94 points, Steve Cronk, Dave Hackett, Kieran McGibney and Bernie McCluskey. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Bill Donald. And on hole 13, Steve Cronk. And there was just one twos winner, Rab Young. Dixie's Golf Society played an individual Stableford game. The usual names apply. In first place with 32 points, Pete Devine. Also with 32 points in second, John Keane. And in third place, also with 32 points, Mick Hughes. And finally, Sunshine Golf Society on the 22nd of March played a reverse waltz, 3-2-1. In first place with 88 points, Dave Noakes, Steve Cronk, Luke Sharp and Annette Nielsen. In second place with 86 points, Gary Lovejoy, Ray Lyons, Trev Andrew and Pam Andrew. And in third place with 83 points, Mark Palmer, Ian Butters, Ron Porter and Carolyn Harrison. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Mary Armitage. Nearest the pin, hole 5, Ian Butters. On hole 11, Rob Greatley. On hole 13, Mark Palmer. Hole 8 in 2, Rob Greatley. And hole 9 in 3, Ron Porter. Twos winners, there were quite a few this week. Denise Brown, Annette Nielsen, Mark Palmer got 2. Ian Butters, Irene Langley and Mary Armitage. Okay, so moving back to Wednesday the 18th of March, we had our monthly competition, split into 2 divisions, Division A playing off the whites and Division B playing off the blues for men and the reds for ladies. The winners in Division A, in first place, Eugene Toy with 36 points. In second, Jimmy Butt, also with 36 points. And in third place, Dave Wainwright, also with 36 points. In fourth, Kieran McGibney with 35, and in fifth, Dennis Jones with 34 points. In Division B, in first place, Carolyn Harrison with 35 points. In second, Ron Porter with 33, and in third place, Packy Martinez, also with 33 points. Nearest the pins on hole 3, John Leyland. On hole 5, Spencer Truman. Hole 11, Dave Hackett and Alison Vasey. On hole 13, Brad Keeling and Ron Porter. Hole 8 in 2, Luke Sharp. And hole 9 in 3, Ron Porter. And there were just 2 twos, so well done to Vron and Gordon Nielsen. Age Concern held a raffle on the day, and so combined with the Captain's Driving taking from the previous month, we were pleased to hand over €185 to Age Concern. So thanks to everybody for joining in. Okay, So that's your results for this week. Thanks to everyone for sending them in. Any society who I've not mentioned, if you want to get involved, please just drop us an email and we'll include you in the results show. But in the meantime, thanks for listening.